نحمده تبارك وتعالى ونصلي على جميع أنبيائه ورسله ونستفتح بالذي هو خير. سبحانك ربنا لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. نعوذ بك اللهم من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. ونشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله وخيرته من خلقه. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة. تركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن استنى بسنته ودعا بدعوته إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فأوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله تعالى. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء. واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. As you can tell, the last month of Islamic calendar, Dhul Hijjah, is leaving, and the new Islamic year is coming in few days. And by that, I would like to say Eid Mubarak, a Happy New Year, Islamic one. And we are in a critical time, and we have to think creatively with sincerity, collectively, in order to formulate our future as being honored, selected to be Muslims and the custodian of this religion. In that regard, we start with reminding myself and you with Surah At-Teen. Allah said, وَالتِّينِ وَالزَّيْتُونِ وَطُورِ سِينِينَ وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينِ لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. Swear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by three important places, the cradles of Tawheed, the only places where Allah selected and blessed to be the cradles of Tawheed. At-Tini was-Zaytun, which is Palestine and Jerusalem, Bayt al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Wat-Tini was-Zaytun, wa Turi Sinin, the mountain of Tur in Sina. وهذا البلد الأمين, and Makkah al-Mukarram. These are three cradles of the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah swears by them because His name and attribute known, revealed, given to humanity in these three places: Palestine, Jerusalem, the mountain of Tur in Sina, and Mecca. So the swear for what? Said, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. We have created man in the best way and fashion. Taqweem is not evaluation or fashion. Taqweem is different than taqyeem. Either you appraise something, you mean you give it value, or you go beyond giving value to something, beyond just evaluating, or grading or appraising. You go beyond, where you point out all weaknesses and shortcomings and formulate a way to enhance and improve and advance them. That is taqweem. And this is only the criteria of the human being. We're always able to discover ourselves, find out our weaknesses, shortcomings, mistakes, and bad experiences, and deviations. And then we can, by the iman, by the intelligence Allah has given us, by the Quran, we can prescribe a method to improve it all and to go beyond it. That is taqweem. Allah, animals can do that, trees can do that, angels can do that. Only we have the ability all the time to really evaluate ourselves, scan and survey ourselves, knows exactly where is the weaknesses and the mistakes and the shortcomings and failures and bad experiences, and we can go beyond that. It's not enough. Allah does not just want you to point out this is wrong and this is wrong. To go beyond out. How I can eliminate that? With sincerity, with study, with search, with learning, with looking into the Quran, you will be getting the best method where you can always getting better and better and better in all aspects. And that's what Allah said. والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم. If you don't do so, you examine yourself based on the Quran and Sunnah, on the model of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, on the model of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, and his companions and his traditions. If you do not do so and come up with improvements planned for yourself and for your family and for your community and for the Islamic Ummah and for all humanity, if you do not do so, you have degraded yourself from ahsani taqweem to asfala safilin. You have lowered yourself and degraded yourself to be the bottom of the low. Where you're just going and you don't know where you're going. How we go by this? Allah said, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق. This is how you do it. Read. That is the key. But this reading should be connected, associated, coming from the one who created you. Created you from what? Alaq. Alaq, from that which cleans. And dear brothers and sisters Islam, this clinging is the secret. I mean, consistency. The secret to really go about making yourself ahsana taqweem is consistency. Now, all of you know that the clot, if it did not be zygote, the fertile eggs, if it did not cling to the wall of the wombs, it will become the bottom of the low, piece of trash. Dirt and filth and blood, and it's going to be thrown away. Unless it clings and stick there. By this clinging, it will become from piece of flesh and blood, human being. Ahsani taqweem. But the secret, dear brothers and sisters Islam, You cling to that which is your root, your origin, your source of life, your source of improvement. And that's why Iqra. Now, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we are materialistically, physically, we are clinging. We eat, we work every day, go to work. I never give it second thought. And earn and nourish myself. I never think about it. Can I get break of it or no? When Ramadan comes, still thinking, I'm not going to eat. So we are. Families, houses, relatives, visit, entertain ourselves. We are clinging. Physically, materialistically, we are. And we are doing good, surviving. We are living good life. But this is related to the physiques. And dear brothers and sisters Islam, this body has no value more than a piece of trash if the soul is being extracted from it. The minute the soul departs this body, nothing left except piece of trash. So which one is more valuable? Is the envelope, the container, the body, or what is in it? We are only valuable human being, upgraded, honored, respected, loved, held, assisted, guided by the presence of the soul, not by the presence of the body. So, the question to you, where is your soul clinging to? Where? You know, most of the time, I give it, shall I go to pray in the masjid or no? But I never say, shall I go to work or no? Shall I eat or no? Shall I sleep or no? Shall I take care of my kids or no? But shall I read Quran or no? I'll think about it. Shall I go to the masjid or no? I'll think about it. Shall I go and make hajj or no? I'll think about it. Shall I donate or no? I'll think about it. Shall I bear the burden of the community? I'll think about it. That is unclinging. And that's why it is up and down. That's why it is not ahsana taqweem. It got to be consistent. And that's what the Islam all about. 5 times a day I pray. I pray duha. I pray qiyam layl. I pray sujood shukr lillah. I do all the extra nawafil. That is how I cling in order to become the best. I don't give a second thought. If I don't eat, if I don't work, if I don't move, I know I'm going to hurt and harm myself and fail. If I don't read Quran, if I don't pray, if I don't make dhikr, if I don't make sunnah, if I don't make wudu, if I don't contribute to that cause of goodness of humanity, definitely the precious part of me is not healthy, which is my soul. Nor is going to improve. The purpose is not just to stay, to always getting better and better. Ahsana taqweem. So dear brothers and sisters Islam, out of His mercy Allah has designed this deen for us in order to have this soul cling to the Quran, to the masjid, to the believers, to good characters, to manners, to good words, to good intention, to good feeling, to good time with the believers. This is how the soul is going to improve every day. Just like you do naturally for the body. Dear brothers, this is the foundation of the khutbah. And we have learned, Allah has His word. If we don't do so, as we love money, family, children, clothes, shopping, entertaining, socializing, chatting, and doing all of this, we must develop the same attitude and qualities and attributes toward our soul. Every time we get a chance to do something good for our soul, never give a second thought. Or like the hypocrites, they come to do it with no motivation, with no in their mind value to what they are going to achieve. They come and do it. وَإِذَا قَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالًا. I have to pray. And then ruku'. No right, no perfect ruku'. And this, what is this? Why you are hurting yourself? Why you are degrading yourself? Why you are depriving yourself from the good things? Why? So, for that reason, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Muslims in America at the crossroad. And we have to read the sign very clear before we make the wrong turn. We have to understand where are we and what is written in front of us, to the right, to the left, and what turn we must take. Time has changed and going to change faster than before. Not anymore. Take your time and pace. We got to rise, wake up, open eyes, use our mind, and read the sign so you can make the right turn. 2, no more. One of this road is to continue the way we are. Selfishness. I always ask, what is in this community center for me? Is there a masjid I can pray? Is there a class I can learn? Is there a school I can put my kids? Is there a multiple room where I can socialize? I am asking just what is in it for me. Selfishness. Second, isolation. What is happening here? I care less. How do they feel? How do they wish? How do they think about this center? I care less. Third, only defensive. Put my head in the sand and wait when there is an attack. I jump to defend myself when I have really no means to defend myself. Or reactionary. Oh, this man said so, and this article said so, and this person said so. Let's say something. Brothers, sisters, no more like that will work for us anymore. It will not. This road to continue will lead to disaster. Total loss. It's not too much to imagine one day with all these anti-Islam, day and night, sophisticated means, prejudice, stereotype. Don't think it will not affect the rest of the society. Don't think that they will not come. And I'm honest with you. Where all this neighbor will come and make camp here, we need the center to close down. The day will come. We don't need it anymore. We don't want it anymore. It doesn't belong to us. We are fearful of it. We are suspicious of it. We only see bad things from it. The road that we are going through is going to lead to that point. And we have already some people came here and protest, but they were small, and they were insignificant, and they were extremist and prejudiced. But we thought about 9/11, said, this is the greatest threat to the existence of Muslims in America. We cannot imagine worse than this. And then, after 10 years, we have worse than that. ISIS and beheading. And I assure you, within 5 to 10 years will be something worse than both of them. Unless we rise, unless we wake up, unless we take the right turn. Maybe in 9/11, those neighbors came and said, we will protect you. Beheading, we heard nothing except hatred phone call and letters. The third one, as I told you, they will have their tent here and say, we don't want this in our neighborhood. We don't want it. Even if the police came to protect you and the law, you are dead. How can a Muslim live like this? And we listen to the Quran and see the other road that we must do. And we claim we follow Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. What Ibrahim did? When he was building his center, that's exactly what he was doing. And we are building our center here. وَإِذْ يَرْفَعُ إِبْرَاهِيمُ وَإِسْمَاعِيلُ الْقَوَاعِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. The first, they were sincere in doing something for the cause of Allah alone and worried about Allah accepting that. Number two, Ibrahim was only dreaming that one day there will be a center as a center for all mankind. So he said, رَبِّ اجْعَلْ هَذَا بَلَدًا آمِنًا. Nakira. Oh Allah, make this what I'm trying to do a safe and secure town, city, community. Once it was already finished, in Surah Al-Hajj he said, رَبِّ اجْعَلْ هَذَا الْبَلَدَ آمِنًا. It's already there, like ours. Oh Allah, make this town, this city, this community, not only you, a safe and secure place. And then what he said? وَارْزُقْ أَهْلَهُ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ مِنْهُمْ. Feed them. They cannot grow fruit or grain in Mecca. They can't. So Allah said, this impossible I ask you, Allah, to make it possible. Bring fruit and grain and all kind of food to everybody. He said, man aman, Allah said, waman kafar. He said, for the believer among them, Allah said, no, for everybody. And Ibrahim has learned his lesson never ever after this, saying in his dua, except mankind. وَإِذْ جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ مَثَابَةً لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ للمسلمين وإذ جعلنا البيت مثابة للناس وأمنا. We have made the center Ibrahim established, Mathaba, a place of assembly for all mankind, and safe and secure place. Means people, they claim the ownership of that center, whether they were believers or not. وَأَذِّنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ. Adhan, call adhan to mankind, not to the believers. يَأْتُوكَ لِيَشْهَدُوا مَنَافِعَ لَهُمْ. And this is the questions, dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Tell me, what are the benefits that these people around us getting from having this center here? What are the benefits? unless there are benefits, as the center Ibrahim built, then we are going the wrong direction. لِيَشْهَدُوا مَنَافِعَ لَهُمْ. And the believers, يَذْكُرُ اسْمَ اللَّهِ فِي أَيَّامٍ مَعْلُومَةٍ. The believers will worship Allah and make tawaf, and the others will benefit. I have a question. What are the benefits that we are extending because of building this center to the people here around us? If not, then we are not following Ibrahim, nor following Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What did he did upon arrival to Medina? Dear brothers and sisters, I'll mention to you just a few examples, and the rest of it you can look at it in the seerah. Number one, and we know he built the masjid. We already built the masjid. Number two, established brotherhood, and we are inshallah brothers. Number three, he established a covenant, a constitution, where everyone knows his responsibility, her responsibility and duties. And then what? After that, we know, when we study seerah, that's where we stop. Okay, number four. This is the first time in history trash collection was established in Medina. Never humanity knows before that there must be trash collection system. The Prophet ﷺ, he did that the first time upon arrival to Medina. Number four. Number five, water sanitation. Medina, as we know, was a city of too many diseases, especially the water. Water is pond, and pond carries all kinds of diseases. So within 2 years, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has dug more than 50 wells, where the water of the well clean, pure, for everybody, divided in a map. All greater Medina have clean and pure water for drinking. Number six, food bank. The back of the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has rows from wall to wall, and those rows carry the fruit and the food anybody can come and eat, and always inspected and always maintained where everybody can find food. Shelter. He doesn't have millions of dollars to spend, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he said, build a sofa. You know sofa? It's just a little balcony there next to the masjid. So anybody doesn't have place, you can welcome here. Here is the place where you stay. Here where you drink. Here where you eat. Here where you learn will shelter you. And there were, in point of time, 700 people living in that sofa. Has shelter. Number seven, poverty, as I said, was one of his goals. No one absolutely going through poverty in greater Medina. Whether they are Muslims, Jews, Christians, hypocrites, it doesn't matter. And number eight, safety and security. Never reported from his arrival, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, to his death, any crime committed in Medina. And law and order. Where are we? What we are doing? Masjid for me. School for me. Multi-purpose room for me. How about humankind, as Allah said? وَاجْعَلْ أَفْئِدَةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِمْ. Make hearts of mankind attracted to this place. Is it? Or they go by and have million questions. What is this doing here? I really don't know what they are doing here. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, time has changed. What the enemy is up to, they do not lack creativity to create something worse than 9/11 and ISIS and beheading against Islam. They don't lack creativity. And it will come. But we cannot continue the way we are. We can't. We have all to be responsible. where we make this center just like the center of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. All centers in the United States, not just this one. And that's why we say Muslims in USA, at the crossroads, they have to make their choice. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن والاه. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah said, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنْ قَالَ إِنِّي جَاعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. Allah had tried Ibrahim with some orders and tasks and challenges, and he fulfilled all of them. Allah said, therefore, I am making you Imam, not ruler, dictators who rules and no. Imam Ibrahim was never a ruler to Mecca. A guiding servant. Serve. Sayyidul Qawmi Khadimuhum. Do we serve those people? We're supposed to. We are Muslims. That's how we can live it. Not only that, if we listen to those examples, how we envision to model our community and center, either gonna lead us to win the heart and the mind of everybody around us and be ahead, and all of these will be failing. Or we bury our head in the sand and waiting for heaven to fall on earth. Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, when he was the sole owner of the water and the only water in that area, he didn't tell them, yeah, you better become Muslim, then I'll let you use the water. He said, we are going to live together as a community. We hunt and we provide safety, security, and use the water equally. And that's why they became Muslim. They followed him. They made him his leader and his children forever until Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came after that. Because he was imam, he was a servant and guiding person. Now, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we do serve, but we never get credit for it. And it is our fault, not them. We serve. At least in medicine, we get doctors surplus. We serve more than anyone else in medicine. But the credit goes to the person, not to Islam, not to Islamic center, not to Muslims. It is not. There is no connection. They cannot make connection. And we are the one who cut that connection. So, I'm not saying that you bring billions of dollars so we can serve. We're already serving. Creatively, how can you get the credit for Islam, for Islamic center, for Muslims? Islamic finance, loved by whole world, is the best. And we serve. But the credit goes to individual, not to the Islam, to the Muslim, to the community center. And there are many examples that we can serve and provide with what we have if we are up to it and we have good plan and good teamwork and do it and collect the credit for the Islamic center. This was done because of the Islamic center. This was done because of the Islamic center. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we will be ahead of them. Wallahi, we will win the majority of American people, mind and heart. If we only follow the model that we suppose. Allah said to Muhammad, وَاتَّبِعْ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَمَنْ يَرْغَبْ عَنْ مِلَّةِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ إِلَّا مَنْ سَفِهَ نَفْسَهُ. If you don't like the way, the model of Ibrahim, you are no more than or no less than fool. So dear brothers and sisters in Islam, time has changed and we better change. Two things only. Number one, cling. Your soul واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا. Cling firmly, tightly to the rope of Allah, Quran. When we're going to learn it, when we're going to display it, when we're going to propagate it, when we're going to act upon it, it is what the humanity needs. So, clinging in the second one, what kind of benefits that the neighbors can share because of the Islamic Center? Solution very simple. And we can do more than that. But we better wake up. Yes, we have been sleeping, but we better wake up and look to the sign and read it carefully before we make turn. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا اللهم أبرم لأمة الإسلام أمر رشد يعز فيه أهل الطاعة ويذل فيه أهل المعصية يؤمر فيه بالمعروف وينهى فيه عن المنكر اللهم من أراد الإسلام والمسلمين خيرا فوفقه إلى كل خير ومن أراد الإسلام والمسلمين شرا فاكفنا شره بما شئت وكيف ما شئت اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا اهدي أزواجنا وذرياتنا يا رب العالمين اللهم أصلحنا وأصلح بنا أصلح ظاهرنا وباطننا أصلح أولادنا وأزواجنا وذرياتنا يا رب العالمين عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.